Alright, we've got another game, 1v1, Phatmouse versus Zene. Brought to you by Tiberian Sound Adventures, and I will be your cast for the match, insectsx. And GDI on GDI, here we go. We've got top right with Zene and bottom left Phatmouse. I prefer the bottom left, but they've been playing these same positions. Maybe swap positions next go, we'll see. We'll see what kind of tactics come out. We've got early barracks, pretty standard build order. Here comes the men. Be an interesting matchup. Phatmouse is getting better with every game from what I've seen. So he's certainly bringing back his form. And we've got the men's out, the scouts out, different scouts across. And normal scouting, not too much to report the early game. I like this wide array of men. They're just both pumping out men. Refinery comes out about even. Get that harvester on the blue. And lots of men being popped out. 5 disc throws there, interesting, from Phatmouse. He's gone for five disc men. I wonder what he's gonna see what he can achieve with that. And these men are pretty far up the map, so he's really sending his anti-scouts far. He should see this orange guy. Should see this orange guy, and he's gonna really try and clamp down on the scouts early. So, and this men have stopped in the middle, so he's gonna pick that one off. Is he gonna go for this guy? He's got some more men behind here. They're keeping some good micro going on here with the anti-scouting. And I think he should be able to take down this guy. Yeah, so this is going to make it difficult for Phatmouse to see much of the map. And he's gone out for an early APC rush. He will see that APC. And he's got a 1 ref radar. He's built a second harvester. He's being scouted now, so Zene will be aware of this rush. He's gone for 3 refs. I think he's going to change his build orders now drastically to kind of deal with this APC. We'll see what happens. The APC may well be empty. I didn't actually see any engineers. I think it was a 1 ref APC fake, and he's going to pump out a disruptor. So really going to be a really quick disruptor coming out. He's already teched the turrets there just to make sure he can build a SAM. And in a second we're going to see the service come down. And he has been scouted though, so it'll be interesting to see how Zene reacts to this. He's got a war factory, he's sold refinery, he needs to get... The thing is, he desperately needs a SAM. It's hard to get a SAM out this early. Haven't seen the disruptor come out. I guess he's sold the service pad. Or is it an MK? It might be an MK rush. I think a disruptor would have been built by now, so I think he's rushing MK. He's built a bomber. Interesting. On the 5 grenadiers were in the APC. Such an interesting tactic, and he's just trying to squish some men and take down a power plant, but it's unsuccessful. He does have a bomber, so bit of a weird strategy here. I don't know what he's building. I guess he's building MK, and I didn't see the service plant for Carriel. So we got Zene has only got 3 harvesters and 2 refineries though, so 3 harvesters down here as well. Did he build another refinery or did he build another harvester? I think he might have actually built another harvester, so really interesting build coming out from Phatmouse. I don't know if he's changed his plan. We've got a few Thailands, some weird bombing going on this turret. Doesn't quite get it, so a bit of a wasted adventure there for that bomber. Very strange build order by both of them. I guess Zene's is a bit more normal. It's pumped out another harvester there. Generally, I prefer buying refineries and selling harvesters and selling refineries for harvesters. Just better in terms of, you know, the value, because you'll get 500% in your ref or 1000% in your ref, and the harvesters cost 1400. It's just like better, you know. It's plus EV economically. He's got 3 Titans out now, and he's got a SAM. 4 Titans out, 5 Titans out, 2 SAMs. He's looking very secure. Not sure how Phatmouse is going to approach this. He has got a disruptor now, 1 bomber and a disruptor, but he's slowed. He's taken a very big hit on his economy. Bit of a weird. I think he went for a 1 disruptor rush, 1 ref disruptor rush, and changed his mind after he realised he'd been scouted so much. He does have this disruptor ready though in the carrier, but there is a lot of Thailands being pumped out by Zene here, and his base is very snug. He's got 3 SAMs nicely placed on the outskirts, got a solid perimeter there. He's not going to get dicked around with by the carrier flying around with the disruptor picking up and stuff. He's got too many. These Titans can almost one-shot a disruptor now, and he's got an engineer, so he's looking very solid. A few men going in from Phatmouse. Don't think they're going to achieve much, maybe just to distract while he pumps in that disruptor. He's probably going to need at least 2 disruptors to do any damage here. Where exactly is that disruptor right now? I can't find it. Here comes out the tech from Zene. The disruptors is bottom left, just trying to pick off this man. He successfully kills that man. We've got 3 refineries now, so he's changing to more of a economic approach. His men's just waiting outside the base. 9 Thailands, engineer, 3 Sams. Now he's got his own disruptor, and Phatmouse going to have to change to a much more defensive stance here. The good part of the disruptor is it will deter Zene from sending out his Thailands. You know, he needs them for defense, and he's all got 5 harvesters and 2 refineries, so his economy is not great. It's just like a solid. It's not like mass producing or anything. Got his own disruptor out now, but we'll see if how Phatmouse deals with this. It's going to need at least 1 Sam. You always need a Sam. It's just a nightmare to deal with any unit on a carrier if you don't have a Sam. And he's bringing this disruptor around the back. I think he's going to be able to pick off at least 1 building. What's he going to go for? No, he's got 2 Sams up now, so he can't really pick and choose a great spot. Only this bottom middle refinery is vulnerable, but more Thailand's coming out, so it's looking stronger, and also he might just be willing to sell that refinery. And yeah, he's just going to take this disruptor back, and both disruptors now just parrying around the map and just threatening but not actually doing anything. So going into a bit more of a long game, we've got an MK coming out there by Zene, more Thailand's coming out from Phatmouse, and soon we're going to get into the expansion stage. We'll have to see who gets more map dominance when it comes to the expansion. The MK is ready. It might be... Oh, and Disroger's going to kill this power plant. He's just spotted like a weaker part, and he's decided to kill that power plant, and he's going to run away. And bit of a weird place for a refinery, but is he going to try and pick it off? No, he's just going to back off. And he's got his MK ready. If he does some combined attack with his MK and his disruptor, he probably could do some damage. But we've kind of transitioned into more of like a middle game. Here with you know, past the rushes, unsuccessful rushes, and not really sure what they both want to achieve here. They're probably trying to figure out strategies. He definitely needs to expand. He's just picking off these men with his MK, free experience, and just clean up a little bit of what would be hassle. This disruptor's coming in. Might get this expansion refinery. No, it's going back. Oh my god! And if this MK carrier dies, it'll be an absolute disaster. He did lose a lot of health. The disruptor's just kind of threatening. It's not really achieving much, and MK's just going to clean up the rest of these men, get that carrier repaired, and he's back in action. In the meantime, Phatmouse has got his own MK and is starting to harvest the expansion. Might want to put those on the blues. Might want to sell a couple of these back refs and start building towards this Tiberian patch. And then thinking about a way of how he's going to attack. How they're both going to attack here. Could just be like an MK on MK battle on the harvesters. And at this point, I guess Zene's harvester is a little bit more vulnerable because, again, he's kind of expanded with refineries, unless the power plant. So he's still got quite a lot of travelling to do. There is a disruptor somewhere on this back ref. He does get the sell, it's a good sell. Probably wouldn't be able to get much more of that disruptor, just thought he'd try and sneak it in. But really not much impact. I mean, he's probably going to want to just sell those refineries anyway, and he did get the money for it, so not too much action happening there. And he's just killing his expansion a little bit here. He did bring in the disruptor at the same time, but the carrier dies. So this disruptor's just running up to top left. Now he's been the MK on the harvesters, which I think is probably his best shot. Oh, he almost got shot down there by the laser on the carrier by the MK. It was pretty close time, and this disruptor, is he going to be able to kill off this Titan? I don't think so. So a bit of a wasted again. Dicing with death here with this MK. Oh, and he's got a thing. So whose MK's actually got the most life here? I'm not sure what the 3 bombers are going to tell you. Don't blow up your own carrier, though. He's blown up his... What a interesting exchange there, where he's blown up his own carrier, but he did also kill the MK. And now this MK doesn't have a carrier, but Zene doesn't have a MK. So what do I make of that? Don't really know. Here's Zene's Thailands are starting to move out. He needs to get a carrier to this MK pretty quick. All his helipads are being used, but similar to the last game, he's going to ship out a lot of Thailands into a lot of bombers, and they're just going to get bombed as they go through the map. This MK is too slow. Gets picked off by those 4 Titans. There's another bunch of Titans. 5, 10, probably about 15, maybe 20 Titans total, but they are going to get bombed unless he leaves his bombers there. Then they could be getting shot right now. They are getting shot. He needs to pick those up. Oh, just in time. Now get the bombs out. Start bombing that group. Get these other bombers as well, because right now these Titans are super vulnerable, and the bombers have got nothing else to do. They might as well go drop their bombs. But the maneuvering's happening here as well by Phatmouse. He's bringing out his Titans to confront this army. Oh, interesting tactic. He's actually decided that he's going to claim them. No, I thought he was going to leave his Titans at middle to claim it. It would be pretty smart, actually. I think that would be a good way to go about using those Titans, is just to expand to the middle, put a couple of Sams there, put an Emp there, and leave his Titans there and just protect them with the MK and just claim the middle. It would be very hard for Phatmouse to combat that. He'd have to get a lot of bombs off beforehand. But they look like they're going to clash. Phatmouse, his Titans got advantage and disadvantage. A disadvantage that they can get bombed easier, but there's only 1 bomb. But the advantage that they're all shooting at the moment. A lot of oh, and those bombs done a lot of damage to Zene's. Oh, those bombers really doing the work there. And the positioning was just a little bit better for Phatmouse, that all his Titans could shoot. Whereas Zene had quite a few behind, but he's bringing in the MK now. Kind of lost that encounter, but Phatmouse, bring those Titans back. Protect your base. You need to protect your base. MK and MK is a good way to protect it, but I feel like these Titans are just too vulnerable. They're not going to do enough. They're not going to... Well, they might be able to get and destroy some of these refineries. Zene likes to expand with refineries and not with buildings. In fact, he's actually left his base quite vulnerable here. He needs to get that MK back. He needs to get that MK back to protect his expansion. But what happened to Phatmouse's MK? I don't know. He's harvesting the blue. He's attacking it. I want to watch both. This MK not really doing much, taking a few bombs. Too weak to fight now, and his base is getting attacked by these Titans. And the bombers are coming out doing quite a lot of damage. He is going to lose these Titans. Did make him force a few cells. There's the MK at the back of the base. Great timing. Distraction with the Titans, and he's going to take the core buildings from the back with the MK, and that's going to call it. That's going to be the game. So nice little distraction technique with the Titans at the front. Pretty much just sent them to the slaughter to use his MK as a distraction at the same time. So nicely played. Interesting game. Some weird tactics. And Phatmouse takes it. Good games.